Hello everybody, I am Moldy, and this is Crashlands 2 once again. In the last episode, I ran flat up against a wall, not knowing how to get through the toxic fog, and Klewick has no research. Grawl and, Grawl and, not Grawl, Owie and Garden got some research going on. That is my best lead right now, finishing out all the available research and any other quests we might have. So let's just, There are wicker barrels and pop barrels in my room for easy separation of lab materials. Okay, that's a thing for Garden. And I do believe we've got a quest for that. Yes, benefits with friends. Surprise Garden by completing their comfort. So we'll just slap together some wicker and pop barrels. That shouldn't be too difficult. And it gives us something to do while we wait for Owie and Garden to finish the research they already be doing. Now, where the fuck are them? There's a pop barrel. And I'm missing a few things. Also, do I have the recipe for wicker barrel? I can also change the style of what I'm making with the right stick. But I think an overflowing pop barrel might defeat the purpose of just having a pop barrel, and I already need to have a regular ass pop barrel made in order to fucking do the thingamabob. But that's neither here nor there. And do I have the recipe for a wicker barrel? I don't think I do. Anyway, one thing at a time. Fuck that tree, give me your bark, you give me your ray roots. I need the fucking rooty matooties to be all fresh and fruity. Don't know why I want to be fresh and fruity, but it's on my list of things to do now. There, one pop barrel. And I also need to find a recipe for wicker barrel. That would be kind of important. And I would assume I'd get that out of somewhere up in the husk. I also noticed a couple more quests to be picked up here in... Wait, this ain't the husk, this is Harlapole. This is the husk, which would explain why I missed those quests. Because I wasn't thinking about doing things down in here in the mantle. It's the husk, not the mantle we need. Now, how in the fuck am I gonna go about finding a goddamn friggin' pop barrel recipe? Do I just smack things and hope it falls out? Because that's probably the only idea I got. Anyway, get burned, motherfucker! Now, there you go. Just let me whack ya. And I notice this thing ain't laying down a ring of fire anymore. This weapon was laying down rings of fire last time I fucking used it. But now it tain't. It just tain't. Oh, you've gotten words coming out of your head. Flux, good to see you. How can I help you? I found this bumblebore egg while I was exploring. Do you know how I might go about hatching it? An egg? That takes me back. You know I used to oversee various bog babies near our thresher colony back when I was a rooster. Ah, good times. Such good times. How good were those times? So, about this bumblebore egg? Yes, right. Well, husk creatures are something of a different beast, so to speak, than the bog babies I took care of before. If you remember, the bog was quite moist. Don't remind me. What, juice box, you don't like the word moist? By contrast, the husk is incredibly dry, making that bumblebore egg or any other husk baby that you, for that matter, comfortable will require the driest nest you can craft. I've been working on just the thing. You can have a copy of the schematic for the perfect thatched nest. I'll also throw in a recipe for the creature treats I've developed, crumble bones, and are drier than dust. Your bumblebore should love them. Okay. That's a little bit of progress, though it's not big progress. I'm gonna root around in every single one of your houses in hopes of finding a recipe for making pop barrels. Because I do need that for Garden's thing. Hello? Be this what I seek? It's a thatched wall. Not what I seek, but you also have a quest. Flux, yes, I've seen you marching around Threshold with a determined look in your eye, and I wonder if you could help with a matter of great importance. Probably. I can help with lots of things. I can help you mow the lawn. I can help you shove some dead guy down inside of a well and poison the water for the whole town, if that's what you're into. Excellent, excellent! We've been low on fog balm, a compound that protects our sensitive skin from acid fog. It's made gathering some of the resources we need difficult. We could make more, but Greeble's scratch marks are hard to decipher. 3 pinches of sharp and tangy? Who knows what that means? She's an excellent chemist, but her writing leaves something to be desired. So, this fog balm, is that gonna help me get through the goddamn nasty-ass acid fog? It'd be a great favor to Threshold if you would go to her nest and bring us a clean copy of the recipe, as well as a fresh supply. I can mark Greeble's location on your map. Easy as space duck pie, unless there's something you're leaving out. So, what are you leaving out? Well, you see, Greeble's nest was taken over by acid fog a few weeks ago, but she probably has plenty of fog balm, so she's fine. Probably. She just hasn't moved into Threshold. It's never easy as space duck pie. Well, eating the pie is easy, making it is a whole nother story. Have you ever made a pie before in your life? I haven't. I assume it involves steps I don't know. I could look up a recipe on Google and then go from there, but I ain't doing that. I'm much too lazy. Do I see a juice gem down there? Hand me juicy gem. Yes. Okay, so we do have a quest that seems promising. There's nothing in there. Now, yes, there's a house here. All the more reason to search town, because if I can find a pop barrel recipe inside of one of y'all's houses, that would help Garden. But it looks like I ain't finding any. And it wasn't pop barrel, it was fucking wicker barrel that I need. And yeah, Greeble's nest is right up there. So we'll just poke our noses into the nasty fog and possibly die from it, in the vain hope of finding something that may or may not help us doing what we need to do. Acid fog fills my lungs. Map. Yeah, let me just step out of this fog for a second. Gonna eat me a food. And now here we go. This way. Cross this little dirt bridge. That's a house. Flux, look, scamp scraps. Oh, great. Maybe Greeble fought them all off and is right on the other side of that door? Have you ever met a Probus who knows how to fight? There's a first time for everything. Knock, knock, who's there? As I suspected, no Greeble here. No sign of a recipe either. Do you think the scamps took Greeble to one of Cora's facilities? Regional weirdness spreading acid fog, missing scientist, sure sounds like Bureau activity. Let's report what we found to Queeksel. Then we should look for the facility sooner rather than later. So yeah, we're gonna gotta get the fuck out of this fog before it explodes my lungs out through my ass. Yum yum food keeps me alive, even in the toxic fumes of the trenches of World War I. So, where would I find one of Cora's facilities? You're not the person that I need to talk to. So, you, further south. It's hard for me to tell the difference between you, Brubus. You're different colors, but that's about as far as the differences in your appearances go. Oh god, did I just do a space racism? A spaceism? So, I've got some bad news and some worse news. Which one do you want to hear first? The bad news, I guess. Couldn't find a copy of the fog bomb recipe.
What? Weevil wouldn't give you the instructions.
Well, okay, so that leads to the worst news. Weevil is missing. We found a bunch of bot scrap around her nest. I think maybe she was taken to a Cora facility. There must be one nearby.
We have to get her back. We need fog bulb, and we have to make sure she's okay. On that point, we agree. We just need a plan for finding her. You won't make it far in the acid fog without any protection. Was Kleewick not working on something related to the acid fog? Perhaps it would be helpful for you to speak with him. Hurry or encourage his research along.
Yeah, about that. Oops, wrong button. Okay, so maybe doing that quest is what makes Kleewick finally make research for fog bomb thingy available? I really need protection from the murder gas, and Kleewick would be the one to do it. Oh, and Garden's done researching. Yeah, bulbous booms. And that. Research that. Now, Kleewick. Kleewick, how's my favorite tinkerer doing?
Looks great. I have some updates for you. I think I have figured out a way to use the drift bulb mist to protect against acid fog. If you hold the mist in your spiracles, you won't build up acid damage.
Spiracles?
Yeah, don't you breathe through... Wait, how do humans breathe?
Through our noses and mouths using our lungs.
Humans usually have a couple of fleshy air sacs in their torsos called lungs. I guess I should have assumed. Sorry, that's my bad. I think this technique could still work. Why don't you tell me about lungs? I need a little more insight.
So... lungs... is your... Okay, yes, your research is available now. God, fuck, God, shit, man, that... Why did I have to go do a quest that was not plainly marked on my goddamn map in order to unlock vital progression stuff? Things required for game progression should not be that difficult to find. Anyway, I can fish up more weird things. And you can also learn how to make a skin bag. That sounds interesting. Wheel. And, ooh, food. I can learn how to make food. Wait a minute, does that food require a hearth that I apparently can't make? Yeah, there's that thatched wall. But, yeah, I got things that can be made that require a workstation that I can't make. Why is that being tracked? But this, on the other hand, what the hell is that? Bumble paper. It's so thin you can almost see through it, but almost seeing something feels very similar to not seeing through it at all. You can't currently fathom the means of acquiring this item. God damn it. Guess we ain't hatching a bumble boar anytime soon. So, fuck me, am I right? Well, if I had some dip dew, well, more than I've got, I'd be able to make a more healthy supply of wilderness kebabs. Dip diffusers, and I need fiber, which I don't think I have the materials to make. I need goddamn pop bark and ray roots. You always need something to go making something else. At least that one gave me a nice supply of ray roots rather than just a single one or none at all. But my laziness on harvesting early game materials is costing me dearly right now, isn't it? But at the very least, we actually did make some goddamn progress. So, that is something. Smack that explungus. Boom, bitch. There you go, wild trunkle. Get me all that dip dew. Had I known that would be an important ingredient in making healing supplies, better than what I've been working with for the past however many episodes, I'd have been gathering this stuff up a lot more vigorously. And here's a few more dip shrooms. Yeah, let's smack those with some more dip diffusers. Come on, trunky boys, give me all that dip dew. I need some dippity dew to make some dippity food, and I ain't leaving without it. More dip diffusers. Go on, that dip's diffused. Keep on grabbing those shrooms. Oh, you destroyed the mushroom, but you did get some dip dew out of it. The dip dew is the important thing here. And look at that, couple more. Boom, baby. Start harvesting dew for me, buddy boys. I will exploit nature to its fullest here if I'm gonna be making me some really good eating food. Yeah, now I can make a nice fat stack of wilderness kebabs. There we go. That stuff heals me better than the buttered pan Floritos. So yeah, I'm all out of dip dew though. And what was this thing? Funnel bit. Yeah, funnel bit. Gotta get more of that stuff. If I'm gonna be harvesting a shitload of stuff to make a fuck ton of Healy supplies. Though this Hollyoed power bar seems like it's got easier materials to come by, but the problem is I lack the hearth and the recipe with which to make said hearth. And Cleewick, you ain't done researching. And, well, research will just have to happen. It happens at its own pace. It cannot be rushed. And I am all out of time for this episode, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. God, bye.